Hello everyone, my name is Tariq and I am the CEO and the founder at Dynamics 360. In this video, I would be showing you how you can convert your Cal code, which is in on-premise solution, to AL-based solution for extension development using text-to-AL converter. Here is the agenda of this video. In this video, we will see how we can convert our Cal code which is in database and export it as a text in new syntax, because text to AL converter supports new syntax. So this is a prereq to use text to AL converter. So then we will see how we can use text to AL converter, and because this is a standard tool shipped by Microsoft, so we'll see in which folders we can find this tool. So at the end we will see how we can generate .al file for extension building for extension 2.0. So moving on, here is a process diagram for the demo we would be following. Here you can see we have on-premise database. For demo purpose, we would be using Dynamics 365 Business Central on-premise database. We would be doing some customization or development in on-premise database, and from there we would be exporting object as txt in new syntax, and after that we would be converting that txt into .al extension file, and after that we can use that AL file in our projects. We can also use .delta files for conversion to .al file. So in this demo we would not be covering the .delta file part, because for that, for generation of .delta files, you need to compare your objects with your standard objects. Then from that delta file you need to convert those files to .al. So text to AL converter supports both type of extensions. Either you are using .txt or delta files, it will work. So moving to our demo, here I have created two folders. One is with the name AL and the other one is modified, right? So I'm starting the demo just to show you. Here is the on-premise Dynamics 365 Business Central development environment. So you can see demo database nav 13-0 is opened, and I would be exporting this file just for the example purpose, just to show you guys how it works. So first of all, you need to run the cmd command prompt. Let me write cmd. Make sure you run it as an administrator, right? So after that you need to change the directory, and the directory should be same in which your FinSQL is found. Let me just navigate you to the directory. So as we are using Dynamics 365 Business Central, so if I go there in RDC folder, I need to copy this because we would be using finsql.exe and passing the commands from cmd, right? So I just paste that here into it, I press enter, and now I am into this directory, right? So the next step is to export the object to new syntax in .txt format. So I already have command here. Let me copy this one. So I'm passing this command to fin SQL. This command says export as new syntax, and I have specified the file name, the full path along with the file name, which would be in our case this one, right? So in this folder I would be exporting my object, so I just paste it here, and I have also specified the database name. This is the SQL Server instance, and if you can see, this is the nav13, so this is the SQL Server instance. And in the filter parameter I have specified the object type, and I'm mentioning that I would be exporting the report, and the report ID would be 50,000, right? So if you want to know more detail about the fin SQL, you can just go to Microsoft website, and here you can see the syntax of exporting the objects into new syntax, right? So this path, this is the URL from where you can get more knowledge and information about export to new syntax, right? So I have pasted this command. If I just press enter, now we need to see if the file is exported correctly. Yep, so it's there. If I just open it, we will talk about the new syntax in some other videos, but for now you can see the date, time, format. This is all due to new syntax. So after that we would be converting this .txt file into .al file. For that I need to send command to txt2al converter tool. So txt2al converter tool can be found in the same folder as of RTC, and you can see these are the two files that are responsible for converting that txt file or .delta files into .al files. So you can see this tool would be used, so I would be running it from the CMD. I have already written the command, and this would definitely be step 4. Right, so let me just copy this. I'll explain you how this command is working. Okay, so this is what I have mentioned. I have mentioned the folder path from where it can find the file or files. I suggest to export, if you have multiple objects, I suggest to export each object as a separate file, so that once you would be converting it into AL, it will create each file for each txt file. So it will help you to once you create your AL project, it will help you to understand the location of particular object in AL. So I suggest you to create or export each kind of objects or object into a separate file, and that would be a helpful thing. So you can see the target path. This is the path where the AL file would be generated, and the extension start ID is showing that what would be the first number uh, that would be assigned to your object once it would be converted to AL. Just copy this and paste it here, and if I press enter, it has created AL file and .rdlc file. So now if we go to the folder, which is this one, let's go to that folder. So you can see it generated 3 files. One is the actual report. Let's open it in a text. So you can see it's a report that is generated. We have our DLC file and a translation file. So now we can just create a new AL project, and we would be covering that part into our next video, and we'll be using these files in our project, and we'll be creating an extension. So that was the process that we had follow. We just converted the text to .al file, and next step would be creating a project and using that AL file in our project. So if you have any question, you can just post these questions over my blog, and I would be answering you guys there. So these are some links that you can follow for your references. That's it. Thank you so much for your time and watching this video. So just subscribe to our channel to stay connected and to know more. Thank you.